Hello, everyone. Welcome to Star Trek Online. Right now, we are doing the Future Proof series, and we're on board the USS Poseidon with our commanding officer, Rudy Skystrider, a level 65 Starfleet engineering officer, pretty much maxed out. Pretty much maxed out. So, um, let's see where we go from here. Bear with me. This is scheduled for release on May 8th, and May 8th does have a certain significance. This is a day to remember those who lost their lives in World War II. I am a bit of a history buff, and I've done and I'm an aviation buff. And let me tell you what, those guys who flew the bombers into German territory, the B 17s and the B 24s, they were expected to only survive 5 missions, and many of them went many more missions than that. The conditions up there were absolutely brutal. These were not pressurized. They flew at 20 to 30,000 feet, where the atmosphere was absolutely frigid. Under their clothing, their gloves, the warmth of the gloves, the mechanics wear felt gloves underneath that because the metal that they touched was so cold that if they did not have a barrier between their hands and the metal they were touching, then the metal would instantly freeze the moisture in their fingers, and they would stick to it like sticking your tongue to a metal telephone pole outside. I don't recommend you doing that, by the way. So, yes, these men in World War II, they went through hell. And as we remember them, let's not also forget our allies. The Australians, the English, the Canadians, and all of the other allied partners who joined with us in defeating that evil. So, to any World War II veterans who may stumble on this, who might still be around, thank you. Thank you for all that you endured on the behalf of freedom, not only for us, but for other nations worldwide. So, with that being the case, we are now going on to Time and Tide, and so let's get this mission going, shall we?
Please report to the USS Postock.
It's a pleasure to see you again. I'm glad you were selected. Are you ready to visit the future?
Welcome to New Kittimer.
Here we are. Since you're from the past, I'll be your chaperone during the event, hopefully protecting you from any temporal incidents. Purely procedural, of course. Welcome, gentle being, to the signing of the Temporal Accords. Your biosigns aren't listed on our register today. Oh, that explains why you look so young. Well, you sure have an eventful future ahead of you. Perhaps you would like to chat with some of our other guests here in the...
The Nakul are here. The Tholians. Today, the Federation and their lackeys come to tell the galaxy which timeline is best and what they'll do to keep it. My existence has been nothing.
Greetings, friend. How may I help you? Pretty certain we haven't met until just now. Well, not yet, at least. I just graduated from the Academy as a temporal agent. That being said, it's quite possible that we will...
Attention all guests. The main hall is now open. Please make your way to your seats.
I am honored by the Founders, and pleased to observe this most
Jolan True, you are from the...
The Tholian Assembly has decided to support the Accords. We are concerned that rogue individual or species...
I cover the power funnel. Every conspiracy has a effort, rather than a memory of the past, an intrigue of the future.
While the Accords promise to safeguard the time stream for us all, I can't help but ponder the opportunities.
I must say, I am privileged to witness this historic event.
Descendia are no strangers to temporal affairs. The tragic conflict with Earth and...
The Nakul are not here to sign these accords. We have already been...
These accords are going to provide quite the opportunity for our historical studies of economic matters. I hear the Grand Nagus is going to formally announce several new temporal rules of acquisition soon. I hope at least one of them covers going back in time to beat someone to a deal.
Your uniform. 25th century, correct? You're definitely a visitor from the...
I am reminded of a quote from ancient Earth. And when Alexander saw the breadth of his domain, he wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer.
Greetings. Pardon me for saying so, but you look very familiar. Have we met before? Wait, I remember you from my...
We Kabali are quite thankful to see the Accord.
The Borg have a checkered past when it comes to time travel, particularly where the Federation is concerned.
Well, one of our very... Delegates and honored guests, your attention please. The signing ceremony is about to begin. Please take your seats.
Representatives from dozens of species have gathered to witness this historic event. It looks like they are getting ready to begin the formal signing. Of course, this is largely ceremonial. The negotiation.
Wait, there's some kind of
This oppression will not stand. The time stream shall be free. We will liberate the galaxy from the tyranny of the temporal accords. We shall wipe the stain of the Federation from history.
Quick, get the delegates to safety. The Krenim are taking the delegates hostage. The Krenim have grabbed the delegates and are holding them hostage in some nearby offices. This is damn peculiar. Watch out! More Krenim beaming in! More Krenim! Neutralize them as quickly as possible! We need to save those delegates!
Can anybody hear us? The Krenim are holding us hostage in the embassy offices. Please, anyone, help!
First time I played this one, so I got a little lost.
The Krenim are holding us hostage, requesting immediate assistance.
Hang on, we're on our way.
Cooperate, and you won't be harmed. Resist, and your safety cannot be guaranteed.
My life path was...
It was a good day to die.
You saved my world.
I shall live to serve the
Those look like Krenim ships.
This conference will not continue. I won't abide it. All ships fire at will. Leave no survivors. Not this time. This time, you will not prevail. Taste the bitter dregs of failure.
on the array.
Welcome back to Kiana. We had a Noi?
Oh, it's you. I thought I'd seen the last of you after you flew off to your great... Come now, you can read, can't you? Access my latest report to come...
Like I said, more than a little hostile. He's been like this treason? He was working on the Anoraks. Wait a minute. It looks like he was accessing the launch protocols and docking clan.
I see you found my farewell gift, Tralla. I'm so glad. As for you, I'm taking command of the Anoraks now. I can see that bothers you greatly. So will the numerous bombs I've left behind.
There's only one way to...
Please input your...
Personal log supplemental. We had some visitors from the Alliance today. Noy was rather rude.
Personal log supplemental. My review of the time capsule files is complete. What I have learned has shocked me to the very core of my being.
Please input your selection below.
Personal log supplemental. At last, I have found them, the Tutarians. Or rather, what they have become. Some of them managed to escape the treachery of the Federation, finding sanctuary in a trans-dimensional void. They are
Please input your selection below. Download complete.
What the? We're under attack!
Noy has returned, and he's made a number of...
I intend on getting a new ship out of this.
I have been waiting for this for a long time. At last, I take the first fateful steps upon my path. As always, your thinking is so limited. For you, it has been moments, but for me, it has been years. Years of planning. Oh, but it does, believe me. You took them. My wife, my unborn child. Time was your weapon then, and it is mine.
This is Walker. We've got our hands full with Noy over here, but we'll keep him busy while you defend the station. We could use a hand once it's secure, though. Anorak... you are. I thought we'd lost you. What happened to Noi? Damn. A rogue agent out there with a ship like the Anorax is a real big problem. One step at a time. Let's get you back to the 25th century once you're ready for the trip.
So, Noi turned against us, huh? This is troublesome. With his theft of the Anorax, he poses a great threat to the game. The data from the future you've provided has made it clear.
I thought I had another ship.
We have been contacted by the Federation from the 29th century. Their Temporal Integrity Commission is charged with protecting the timeline from factions who might want to change history. Considering our recent experiences, we feel the need to better understand the rules of...
It's an Admiralty ship. Oh, man. That's not what I was... Well, that is not at all what I was expecting for my reward. I should have read it more closely. But, you know, the good news is you can always replay these missions, and when you replay them, you can reclaim the rewards again. In most cases, some of them are one-time only, but the other rewards that were available on that mission should be available again. So, anyway, you know, guys, I think that's about it for now, so we'll call it a quit. Call it a night. If you got anything out of this, like and subscribe and a comment. All that would be appreciated. All interactions are helpful. And, you know, you guys enjoy your games. Peace and long life. I'll see you in the stars.